What's new in ArcGIS Online, the October 2023 release? Quite a few updates here, so I'm going to go through the highlights, what I think is the most interesting to myself and the community. So the October 2023 update includes new functionality in the map viewer, new tools, as well as time zone settings, plus other enhancements and new capabilities throughout the ArcGIS Online website. So let's jump into some of those highlights here. The first one is around the map viewer. So a few new improvements to the pop-up elements. When you're adding charts, you can now select custom colors and custom color ramps in those charts. To configure those charts to use the same colors, which are defined in the data layer styling, or apply custom colors to focus on specific charts. So if you are setting your colors of your symbology for the data, you can now align the chart colors, which is great to see. Some improvements in the pop-ups, a new box plot chart here as well, some new color ramps. This new capability is something that I think is very interesting. The ability to save group layers. So group layers is a new capability of the web map viewer. And now when you create group layers and organize those different layers into that group, you can actually save that as an item inside of your ArcGIS Online organization. So now you have a brand new group layer item that somebody can now add to a map, and it will automatically group those layers together. So this is great. Instead of republishing a set of layers grouped together from ArcGIS Pro, if you've got individual layers that you want to group that are already published, you can then easily group those through the map viewer and save them as a new item type. A new update here is support for oriented imagery. A new oriented imagery layer type, a oriented imagery layer type is a feature layer for visualizing oriented imagery in the context of a map. Map Viewer now supports viewing and managing oriented imagery layers using the oriented imagery viewer. When added to the map, each point in an oriented imagery layer indicates the camera location and where an image was acquired. So if you've never seen this or used the oriented imagery capability, this is pretty cool. You've had to use this kind of in ArcGIS Pro. There was an experience builder widget that supported this as well, but now you can bring this data and have this oriented imagery tab here directly in the map viewer. So if you're using something like quick capture, you can enable oriented imagery capture. So every photo you create, you get this kind of view shed for that photo, and you can easily zoom in and view that photo and where it is looking inside of the map. So a really cool capability here that now gets added directly to the map viewer. Another nice and new enhancement is configuring different time zones. So by default, the map displays the date and time based on the time zone of the device used within the map. Map authors now choose a specific time zone for their map, ensuring all pop-ups and attribute data are consistently presented in the desired time zone, rather than being influenced by the end user's browser or mobile device. So this is a nice capability here, where if you are creating a map that you know your end users will be in a different time zone than you, you can set that time zone up and have your pop-ups and all the data reflect that desired time zone. Another great new enhancement is feature-to-feature editing, or editing of relationship classes. So feature-to-feature relationships link a parent to child through a common matching field. So you need to have a relationship already set in ArcGIS Online. You must have a feature layer containing 2 or more related features, which you can author in Pro and publish to online. But now a recent release of the map viewer was support for relationship classes and related tables. And now you can edit those related tables. So a nice new enhancement there. And as we'll see, this is now also reflected in ArcGIS Experience Builder and the ability to edit relationship classes as well. So it goes on to talk about some of the new analysis in the map viewer here. Detect change using deep learning, locate regions, everyone's favorite tool, Nibble, distance accumulation, some other raster functions, some updates to focal statistics, a whole bunch of new updates and enhancements. As you can see, more and more analysis tools being brought into the web space, specifically the map viewer. Some new updates to the scene viewer as well, not just the map viewer. One that I'm looking forward to is scene layer pop-ups now support arcade expressions and related tables. So having a lot of the same capabilities in the 3D web scene viewer as well as the map viewer. Some new updates to instant apps as well as some new applications here. One application that I've been looking forward to is this Atlas instant app, which is now out of beta and in general availability. Atlas enables organizations to highlight a collection of curated maps and layers based on a point of interest, a geographic location, a theme, or a specific event. So this is pretty cool. It kind of provides a lot of map viewer capabilities, but in a very condensed, focused web application. So as we can see from the image here, right, you've got the ability to switch base maps, open a new map, so you can define 3 or 4 or 5, 6 different maps somebody could toggle through. You could also define a set of map layers. So instead of all your map layers, you could say, here are 5 layers that I want someone to be able to easily add into their map, as well as your typical tools of legend, measure, sketching. So this is a really nice kind of condensed, almost streamlined map viewer application that you can configure versus giving someone full access to the map viewer. Some other updates to instant apps here. We'll be sure to share out this link so that you can go through all of these updates in details. We'll also cover some of the new updates in ArcGIS dashboards here in a minute, so I won't go through them in this article here. But there are some new updates to ArcGIS Experience Builder, a new analysis widget. So we've got analysis in the map viewer, and now we've got those analysis services coming into a widget inside of Experience Builder. Some other enhancements, as I mentioned before, the edit widget now supports editing of related tables, which is a new capability that differs from Web App Builder, which is a great new enhancement here. ArcGIS notebooks, data management, data pipelines. We'll also talk more about this here in a minute. So that's what is new in ArcGIS Online. Lots of great new enhancements, so be sure to check those out.